Sup guys, hope you are doing well, and today I'm going to show you how you can make basically every style that you want. In fact, I'm going to tell you what you need to pay attention to in order to make that style, so let's get into it. So as I said, the progression are really important, so I want to start by creating a catchy progression and then build a melody. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. So now that we have that, we can start to create a melody. So as we wrote here, we need rage sounds. I already know that if you open Vital, it always works in rage beats. So let's create a melody and then we can modify a bit the sound. Okay, but I will follow the progressions. And here we need to use that G sharp. Okay, I like that. Of course we need to modify a bit the sound, but... we can add some reverb. And I usually remove this really high end, but I will keep it, because in rage beats they add a lot of energy. Okay man, I like that first melody, but I want it to be more interesting, so I'll add these FX motions. These add some movements, you know? Yeah, but now I want to flip this. So let's just render this. So we stretched it. And we need to invert the progression, so... okay, so let's copy them. Now it follows the same progression as before. Let's select generic bleeding. Let's also reverb on it, because it's a texture. And let's add also pen man. Oh, another thing that you need to pay attention to is how much sounds are they using. And in that case, they have a lot of them, man. I think they use like 3 different leads every time. And they use a lot of harps, so let's open Analog Lab. I don't know, let's try to make something with a multi-bell. Trust the process. Let's copy this. What I like to do in Analog Lab is just to go here, select add instrument and layer it with another bell. Let's try the 7, I don't know. Ooh. And I don't know, I want to add a time on it. If you want, we can also follow the progression also here, so it will sound more cohesive with the overall sound. Okay, maybe we can have it in some parts instead of this texture that we just made. I like that. But for now, as I said, they use a lot of leads, so let's add one too. I'm just going to, I think, use a multi-pad. I like that. Oh, and by the way guys, if you want to check out these multi-case presets, some crazy drums and a lot more sounds, make sure to check out the Imperial multi-kit that is finally out and is currently at a low price, so don't miss out. I think I will add a choir. Also here, like, I haven't heard a lot of choirs in this type of beats, but that's part of my own sound. I really like them and I think they will sound good, so it will sound a bit different at least. And let's follow the progression, man. Ooh. I like that. Yeah, it sounds so good. Now I think we are pretty much done with the melody, so let's split by channel. And yeah, we could also study the arrangement, how they do that, but in general in trap beats it's pretty much the same, like they have an 8-bar intro. You can keep it simple. Okay, and this is the second part of the hook, where we can introduce another sound, maybe the choir again. Then for the verse, since we have some variation, let's try to add the other melody. Okay, this will be the second part of the verse. And now it's finally time to start with the drums. So we can just go here again, and we wrote trap plus experimental. I want to hear what type of claps they're using. Normal clap? Yeah, they use normal claps, not snares. So something like this could work. Or maybe the main. Yeah, I like that. Then let's use an hi-hat. And I heard that they use a lot of these half-step rolls. And we can just stick with that bounce and maybe mess around with the velocities. Then we can click Alt-R, randomize the pen and the velocity. Well, I haven't said that, but also paying attention to what sounds they use, also in drums, is really important. They use a lot of textures, and I think we can recreate that with an open hat. Let's add another hat. Oh, I like that bounce. And I mean, man, the drums are really cool. Because I think we're going to use more than one 808, so we don't want to overcomplicate it. So we already made the 808 pattern, but I don't want to use the spins. Copy these two notes with another 808. Let's try this one. Oh, and as you can hear, they're clashing. That's really bad, so we can just go here. If you don't have a number here, click cut self, and we need to remember that number, so we can go here and copy that here. Ooh, I kinda like that, but I want a CTM with more. Ooh, and here we could use a Detroit bass. It always works in these beats. Yeah, this one. That's crazy, man. Maybe let's keep that for the second part.